2024 Your Weather Authority. This is your forecast first.
Good Wednesday morning. More comfortable out there with less humidity and temperatures outside over the campus of Edinboro University on the Beacon Skycam sitting at 60 degrees, and it just dropped to 59 after a high of 68. And right now 63 in downtown, 61 in Meadville, 63 in Bradford. So temperatures not as warm versus yesterday. We'll get some good sunshine. You can see some storms still well off to the west. So a slight chance late today, better chance arrives tomorrow. Noontime temperature at a pleasant 77. We'll look at the rest of that 7-day forecast in about 10 minutes. Good Morning Erie starts right now.
From your news leader.
It's Wednesday morning and the investigation continues into the disappearance of an Albion woman. We spoke with a friend of the family. Plus, a jury will return to deliberations today in the sexual assault case against Bill Cosby. And UPMC Park goes to the dogs for another howling good time.
Live in high definition from your news leader. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Good morning, Erie. It's Wednesday. Bark at the Park back for another week. Always a lot of fun, especially for the dogs.
If you missed it, there's another Bark at the Park events coming up in August.
Yeah, it's a really great time, so we'll tell you how you can participate. First, developing this morning, a massive fire completely engulfing a 27-story apartment building. So this started overnight with flames burning through virtually every window in that building, people desperately trying to get out. In the early morning there was a thick cloud of black smoke billowing from the high-rise. We do know that dozens of people are hospitalized. Witnesses said they saw people jumping from that building overnight.
This is a major fire that has affected all floors of this 24-story building from the second floor upwards. I have over 200 of my firefighters and officers attending this incident, with 40 fire engines and a range of specialist vehicles, including 14 fire rescue units in attendance. Based on the level of resource that was needed at this fire, we declared this a major incident very early this morning.
There have been fatalities. They are worried about that building collapsing. At this point, they have no idea how this fire started. Crews are on the scene of a violent crash this morning. Calls came out just after 5 a.m. for reports of a garbage truck into a building. This is at West 18th and Cherry Streets. A live look right now at that scene. Injuries are reported to be minor. The investigation into the cause of the crash is underway, as you can see this morning. And again, a live look at the scene where the area is blocked off to traffic. So if you are commuting this morning through that area, make sure you avoid that route. Pennsylvania State Police are involved in an investigation after a woman went missing on Lake Erie. This morning, we have continuing coverage for you. Our own David Belmondo is standing by live. David, this has become a story that has many twists to it.
Yeah, many twists and turns to this story, Tracy. This all began, of course, on Sunday when we were bringing you the news about that woman from Albion going missing after she was on the boat with her husband on Lake Erie. Now, Christopher LeClaire told police that his wife, Karen, fell overboard while they were boating together. He told authorities he looked away for 15 minutes, and when he looked back to the back of the boat, she was gone. LeClaire says his wife, Karen, felt sick. She was sitting on a 5-gallon bucket near the edge of the boat. Now, here's where the twist comes in. State police found out that he has a mistress. In fact, he's the one that told state police he had a mistress, having relations as late as Friday and exchanging text messages on June 12th, the day after his wife reportedly went overboard. Police served a warrant to access the deleted messages on his phone.
We do have the resources in terms of criminal investigators to go out and track down witnesses, get statements from those people, and that's what we've been doing for the last day and a half.
It's certainly a tragedy. We have a missing person, and that was our main focus from the very beginning, to hopefully recover that person from the waters.
Now, the U.S. Coast Guard declared Karen LeClaire deceased on Monday. before they suspended their search. Tracy?
And Dave, thank you for the live report this morning. Meantime, the rescue crew is searching for that missing person on Lake Erie since Sunday, but it wasn't until yesterday that the public, including a friend, learned of her identity. It was on this 52-foot fishing boat that Karen LeClaire reportedly fell Sunday. Erie resident Lori Riddle learned about the tragic event Sunday, but had no idea that it was her friend.
She would give you the shirt off her back. She was the sweetest person, and it's just hard to believe that something like this could happen. I've been on that boat, and she loved going out on the boat.
Riddle says she's still holding out hope, but has never known Karen to swim. The first full day of jury deliberations in the Bill Cosby trial is over and still no verdict. Cosby is facing 3 sexual assault counts for allegedly drugging and molesting Andrea Constant in 2004 at his home near Philadelphia. Deliberations began Monday night, and jurors have come back several times with questions. Cosby's spokesperson says the comedian has faith in the justice system.
This is the place where the truth happens. This is the place where impartiality is supposed to be. He's holding up. His spirits are good. He is, being Bill Cosby.
Each of the charges carrying a maximum of 10 years, and there's no minimum sentence. An Erie man on trial for a 2016 shooting incident is acquitted of the most serious charges. 52-year-old Greg Garman had been on trial for the shooting that injured Antoine Riley last August. After about 2 hours and 15 minutes of deliberations, the jury found Garman not guilty of attempted homicide and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Garman was found guilty of 4 lesser charges, including terroristic threats and reckless endangerment. He'll be sentenced on July 21st. Also in Erie County Court, the formal arraignment for 15-year-old Keon Lucas. He is charged with the murder of Lavelle Beeson. Lucas was found in Detroit along with another man. Both were wanted for shooting deaths in Erie, but the cases are unrelated. The arraignment is one of the last steps before a trial or a plea agreement. Erie police seize a large amount of marijuana when they respond to a shooting in the city. This happened Monday night about 9:40 in the 1000 block of West 21st Street. Police say they believe the shooting is the result of an attempted home invasion. A woman was shot in the hand. While on the scene, Erie police spotted a car with drugs visible. The search warrant was obtained for the house and that car. A man is facing a list of charges for allegedly breaking into UPMC Park. It's a story we first brought you Tuesday morning. Erie police have charged 18-year-old Jacob Barker from Erie with 6 charges. They include trespassing, burglary, criminal mischief, and corruption of minors. Police say Barker and 3 juveniles, 2 16-year-olds and 1 13-year-old, broke into the park about 2 a.m. Tuesday. The 3 teens were also charged with burglary, criminal mischief, and receiving stolen property. Restoration continues inside Central Tech as crews work long hours to get the building safe for visitors. Rachel Vendetti takes us inside that building with a look at the progress.
It's the first look inside parts of Central Tech after the destructive fire last month, and it's been 1 week since the massive cleanup began. Brian Polito, Erie Public Schools incoming superintendent, and the district's facilities director look over the progress in the restoration.
In C-Wing, we're still really identifying what the overall structural damage is in there. We're still hopeful that we will be able to use a major portion of that wing next school year.
Restoration crews are leaving no stone unturned. We're here in the A-Wing, which is a ways away from where the fire originally began. But even here, they've taken apart the ceiling and taken it down to make sure there is no soot or any other damage for those who will be in this school next school year.
Belongings still in the classroom. Some of it may never be retrieved.
Right now we're still trying to work with the insurance and remediation company to identify what belongings we will be able to release to our students and which ones will be considered a total loss, and those families then would be reimbursed for the value.
The welding shop was destroyed in the fire. Polito says other arrangements will be made. Bad news for students who use that program.
Nice.
Would it be disappointing if you couldn't use some of those areas next year?
Yes, it would. It's already crowded enough. We need areas opened.
I had a lot of work that I was supposed to turn in for this one class, and because of the fire, I couldn't get it to the teacher, and now I had to go do summer school.
Rachel Vendetti, Jet 24 Action News.
It was an extra furry night at UPMC Park for Bark at the Park. It was the opportunity for baseball fans to enjoy the game alongside those well-behaved dogs on a leash. Entry was free for the four-legged friends, and also at the game, the Anna Shelter, and they brought dogs who were up for adoption. The next Bark at the Park event is August 15th. Right now at 6:10 a.m. Up next, Dan has a look at the forecast and a giveaway that'll have you dancing in the aisles, so don't go away.
From your news leader, you're watching Tracy Tuggle, meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie. From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Dan Zabosian, your weather authority.
Welcome back on this Wednesday morning, and a pretty pleasant start. Temperature is a little bit cooler than yesterday and less humidity, but still a little bit of fog and haze out there, out over State Streets, looking over downtown Erie on the Bean County Skycam network. But it's not affecting visibilities at the surface too much. So aside from that, we'll get some nice clear skies and some sunshine as we get later into the afternoon. Just a few patchy clouds across the area. So mainly dry weather today and dry roads to start. 64 is the morning drive temperature with light winds out of the northeast, and some spots also have some calm winds this morning. Temperatures, everybody starting off in the low 60s. A few inland spots off into the east are in the mid to upper 50s, so very pleasant starts for this Wednesday morning. And there's those current wind speeds all out of the northeast now, aside from Youngstown still reporting the calm winds, but they're light, about 3 to 7 miles per hour. And the marine forecast for today, water temperature continues at 67, waves 1 to 3 feet, and winds east to northeast 5 to 15 knots. So a slight chance of a storm late day or towards midnight from the scattered storms around Indiana. Better chance of some showers and storms won't arrive until tomorrow, and they could bring on some heavy downpours. So pretty nice day today, a break from the humidity and the storm activity. Overall, 79 to 83 are the high temperatures. Slight chance of a late day storm, and then a chance again towards midnight, and then most of the rain moves through on Thursday, as it is back to some more humid weather at 82. We hold on to the 80s and a little bit of stormy pattern at times over the next few weeks and into the weekend, expecting more showers and storms to move through on your Sunday and Sunday night. You can see the temperature difference from 84 to the low 70s as the pattern will flip and we'll go back to more cooler weather throughout next week, Monday and Tuesday, with high temperatures in the low 70s. And here's this morning's picture perfect from Sophia, and a beautiful drawing here. She's got a bird enjoying the day there, and it looks like a nice day to enjoy the weather outside today. And this morning's trivia on Flag Day: when did the current 50-star flag pattern become adopted? 1964, 1960, 54, or 1950?
All right.
Tracy will answer that later in the show.
A couple's wedding plans in Connecticut almost went up in flames, but they were rescued by firefighters.
Roger Susanin has more on the fire that almost ruined their reception.
Our wedding coordinator comes by and says, "I hate to tell you this, but the trolley's on fire."
It's something you never hope to see, a wedding going up in flames, literally. The day was going on as scheduled for Justin and Maria until the unthinkable happened. The bus that was supposed to carry the entire wedding party to the reception caught on fire.
We started to hear some whispers from some of the guests that were in the that were there that the trolley was smoking and the trolley was on fire.
When Avon firefighters arrived at West Avon Congregational Church, they saw the flames were coming from the engine compartment on the bus. Thanks to the help of a well-prepared bus driver, they used his fire extinguisher to put out the flames. But once the fire was extinguished, how were they going to get to the reception? Luckily, they had some help, and they got a lift on a fire truck straight to the reception at Maria's father's home in Avon.
The volunteer firefighters offering us a ride to our reception made the best day even better. It was wonderful.
And through it all, even when the worst could have happened, they never lost faith.
It was such a special day, and just having something like that go wrong, it didn't bother us. Our pastor told us time after time that the things that go wrong and are unexpected are usually the best and most memorable experiences.
Now the couple is off to Napa Valley, California for their well-deserved honeymoon this week. Roger Susanin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Today could be your lucky day. We're helping you pay it forward in your community.
You know how it works. Follow some clues to the destination, win the luck of the draw, and get some cash to donate.
Here's a quick clue. The Jet 24 Fox 66 Lakeside Auto Pay It Forward truck will be in Fairview this week. As always, it'll be making that stop at 10 this morning.
We'll share more clues on Fox 66 Good Day Erie, which begins at 8 a.m.
Find your dancing shoes and get ready for a big event coming to Erie next week. Dancing with the Stars Live coming back to town.
You can win tickets to this explosive show, which comes to the Erie Insurance Arena next Wednesday. It works just like Free Ticket Tuesday. Go to our Jet Fox Your Erie Facebook page, like our Dancing with the Stars post, share it with your friends, and tell us what you love most about Dancing with the Stars.
In addition, and this is the best part, we're giving away a pair of tickets for a meet and greet with a cast of the show. You can try to win those by registering on the contest page of YourErie.com. And we'll announce that winner on Monday right here on GME. For more than 100 years, Americans have been honoring the Stars and Stripes, and this Flag Day will be no different.
Flag Day is the day to commemorate the adoption of the American flag.
The red, white, and blue will be posted proudly throughout the entire country. President Woodrow Wilson issued the proclamation that officially established June 14th as Flag Day in 1916. So make sure you hang the Stars and Stripes outside today. And now it's time for this morning's birthdays.
Shining in our birthday spotlight today is Lexi Kabachki. Today, Lexi is turning 10. Please come to the station, pick up your Dairy Queen cake coupon, and here are some other local people celebrating today.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Dan Zabozian, your weather authority.
Good Wednesday morning, a little bit cooler today versus yesterday morning. Outside over State Streets, a little bit of haze. It's clearing up though as we get later into the morning hours. This is looking over State Streets on the Beacon Skycam network. So we do got some sunshine in the forecast for this morning. A few patchy clouds are around the area, so we'll get a little mix of clouds at times as well. But overall, a pretty nice day on tap for this Wednesday morning drive. Dry roads, 64, light winds. And again, we'll get some sunshine. Temperatures outside right now in the mid to upper 50s, further to the east in the inland areas, 57 in Quarry, 62 in Mill Creek to 61 in Albion. Further to the south, we have mid 50s in Chandler's Valley, 58 in Saybrook, and happy birthday in West Meade Township. Ed is reporting 62. Same for Sagertown, also at 62 this morning. Wind speeds all out of the east to northeast, very light, about 3 to 6 miles per hour, so a pretty pleasant morning. And in Fennell Farms, Harbor Creek, current temperature sitting at 61 degrees in the agricultural forecast. Relative humidity lower today, 50 to 55%. High temperatures upper 70s to the lower 80s. In the rainfall the past 24 hours, haven't had much, but we do have a good amount of rain moving through for tomorrow. You can see some scattered storms building to the west. We have a slight chance late in the day and tonight. Better chance is going to move through on your Thursday, and tomorrow is when we're expecting some heavy downpour potentials for tomorrow. But for today, pretty nice day. Sunshine mixing with clouds, 79 to 83, and again, a slight chance of a storm late in the day, and again, some small chances later on tonight, mainly toward and after midnight. 58 to 65 are the overnight low temperatures. You can see the winds change back to south, so that means more humid once again for tomorrow, along with the shower and storm activity, 82. And it would keep the 80s going into the weekend. More showers expected on Sunday. High temperature of 84 degrees, and the pattern will change going into next week. You can see the difference in temperatures Monday and Tuesday. Highs will only be in the lower 70s. 73 on Monday, a pretty pleasant day next Tuesday at 72. Tracy?
Thank you, Dan. Almost time to take a dip in the bay for a 10th year. Joining me now is Michael Lee Kurtze to tell us all about the upcoming bay swim. Good morning, Michael Lee.
Hi, Tracy.
10 years. It's unreal.
It is unbelievable. It was a blink of an eye.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? The progress that has been made, I know that's the whole point of celebrating. Yeah. It's really something to be proud of.
Well, we're just so grateful that it's been swimmable for 10 years, first of all. And second of all, we're so grateful that it's been a safe swim.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I guess that's first.
Absolutely. And this is something that people really work hard to be able to do.
Oh, so hard. We have people coming from all over. We have 11 states represented this year.
Wow.
California, Florida, a whole lot of things going on. And it's just an unbelievable celebration of Erie and the Bay, and it is very bittersweet that it's our last year.
Yeah, well, you know, 10 years in, I think it's okay to sort of say this is the grand finale. So you started this all to celebrate that the Bay was finally swimmable, and that was a huge accomplishment. And over the last 10 years, you've really seen a lot of people participate in this.
It is. It was really the brainstorm of Pat Davis and a few others. So I've been lucky enough to co-chair with her and get pulled in with her, and she's been a driving force ever since.
And I know you rely on a ton of volunteers to make this happen.
So many volunteers and so many sponsors and so many safety entities from the Erie community. There's just as many people safeguarding as there is swimming, which is incredible. The kayakers, the boaters, everybody involved with it. We have so many volunteers.
And this is no simple feat to be able to swim this.
No, and we have people who have been training for a whole year. I mean, I personally know a few people that have just really worked their heart out to get here and do this. So,
and can people still participate?
No.
And
I mean, this is it. It's closed. We have 300. There's only been a sellout 2 other times.
Wow.
Yes, and this sold out in February because people knew it was our last.
Yeah.
And so yes, it's been hard telling people no.
Yeah, but if you want to see this, it's quite the showing of folks and quite the enthusiasm, and it's all happening. It's Bay Swim 10. It's the Presque Isle Partnership 1 mile swim across Presque Isle Bay. It's Saturday. The check-in is from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m., which you know if you're participating with that 9 a.m. start. And I know that you're going to have a fantastic time because you all do it right.
Well, we're going to count on you to bring some good weather to us.
Oh, I leave that to Tom. If it's terrible, it is Tom's fault. If it's beautiful, I will take all the credit. Michael,
Thank you
thanks for
so
coming
much.
in.
Thank you.
Enjoy your 10 Pierre.
Oh, we will.
We'll be right back.